Hey Capricorn, welcome to your full spread. First one for February. Hope this finds you well. I did upload this morning your morning musing, so if you missed it, that is available for you now. And at the end of this reading, if you stay all the way through, there's a little thumbnail that will pop up and you can just click it. It'll take you right there. It'll be the one on the left. There's two. But that one was a pretty powerful reading, Capricorn. It was pretty powerful. And what's even more so is that I went and looked back at your reading from your readings, I should say, from the second half of January, and there's a similar theme. There's some big major shifts happening in your world at this time for you and your divine counterpart. So it is worth kind of going in and looking back at the second half of January's readings and then the one I uploaded this morning, and we'll see what comes through here. So I did want to say that. Also, this is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, and Rising, so it may not resonate for everyone. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. And I am going to pull two cards from Spirit Animal Oracle to kick the reading off. One for Divine Masculine. One for Divine Feminine. Perfect. And as always, remember, you can flip the energies around. I set a structure for my readings. This whole side I'm going to speak to Divine Masculine, Divine Masculine, Divine Masculine, this side the Feminine. But if you get through it and you're like, well, I'm really on the Divine Masculine side, but I swear I'm the Feminine, fine. It's just a label. Let it go. So we get for the Divine Masculine, as I tell it, card number 60, Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. A deep dive. This feels like Hermit energy to me, and the Hermit came out in your morning musing, just going to say. Feminine gets card 56. 5 and 6 is 11. Surprise, surprise. Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Make your dreams real. I love that. So both cards, very interesting. Swan Spirit is card 60. You drop the 0. You know, the 0 is a little extra angel protection. 6s are about balance, finding, the ground beneath your feet and feeling a little stable and balanced after the turbulence of the 5s. The 5s are all about change. Change has been a big issue in a lot of the readings I've been doing for the past couple weeks. Mainly since the beginning of February. So I know we are at, kind of toward the middle of the month, and you are at, I go Aries through Pisces, so you always fall toward the end of a reading cycle. But for the past 11, 12 days, it's all been about change. Just wanted to say that. Okay. I am pulling from numerology guidance. What numerology guidance wants to come through for our Capricorns watching? Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. Card 33, communication. 33 is a master number, like 11, 11, 22, 33, 44, etc. We don't reduce it. And the third house of the zodiac is about communication. So let me go ahead and just read a little bit for you so you kind of get a good flavor. It's my favorite way of saying things. Flavor for what it's about. All right. This card indicates a need to communicate your thoughts and feelings and have the courage to speak your truth. Instead of keeping things to yourself out of fear of judgment, ridicule, or conflict, you must express your honest opinion. By doing so, you are releasing that energy from your being and promoting a healthy body and mind. Oh, that's so wonderful. You need that, Capricorn. This card indicates that you have something important to say. You are being encouraged to communicate or express yourself through writing, speaking, singing, dance, acting, music, or art. You may prefer to compose poetry or note your thoughts in a journal and keep your ideas and feelings to yourself. Or you may choose to voice them to others so that you may give and receive guidance, wisdom, and hope. Whether your message is intended to inspire those around you or simply heal yourself, it is important and necessary to help raise your own vibration, which in turn raises the vibration of the world. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to communicate and express your truth. When you are honest and respectful and seek to serve the greatest good, your message will be received in the best possible light. Honest communication is the key. Oh, I love this, Capricorn. Oh my gosh. I'm Virgo, you know, all Mercury. I get it. Speak your truth. And I am going to say that I had my own, you know, because sometimes y'all like to know a little bit about the readers. I had a very weird period where I could not find my voice. It was before I started this channel, and it went for about 1.5 years. It was 18 solid months. It was devastating because, as you can tell, I like to speak. I couldn't. I would, and it would happen like I would start to talk and someone would cut me off. Or I would be talking to someone and then someone else would be just like a little offside of me, unrelated, and talking louder. And then I would feel myself diminished. Other times it was that every time I tried to speak about what was important to me, my throat would close up. And all that would come out would be like, I would literally like lose my voice, literally. So I want you to know that I understand it because I've been through it. And for those of you who are sitting there nodding, going, yep, that's exactly what's going on. I feel tongue-tied, or somebody cuts me off, or, you know, and I'm saying it because that 5 of Swords came out this morning. And in your last readings in the second half of January, it came out twice in your major spread, the 5 of Swords. And oftentimes that's a card of gaslighting. And somebody who's going to tell you you're crazy. So I'm here to tell you, speak your truth. Speak it right here in the comments. Be kind, and I will come in and we will go back and forth. And you'll get it out, at least in a friendly forum, where nobody's out to get you. As long as you come in with positive energy, you're going to get that from me. Rant over. Okay, let's see what's going on in your connection. It wasn't really a rant. It was more encouragement. I'm encouraging you. There's that Knight of Pentacles from this morning and the 6 of Wands from this morning. All right, I'm already feeling that we're kind of back to that morning musing. Masculine stepping into the reading in the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, being very careful, very deliberate. This Knight of Pentacles moves slowly on purpose because it's very deliberate, very grounded, very Capricornian actually. I want to have every T crossed, every I dotted. I've plotted my course and I cannot diverge from that path. Very focused, very determined, very intentional. And here the feminine is stepping into the reading in that 6 of Wands, which is an energy of peacemaking. Coming together in peace. This is the homecoming for the knight that's at battle, coming back to tell the king, right? Here's all you can't see it really, but there's all the townspeople behind him cheering him on, and he's got that wreath, the winner's circle around, the wreath of victory around his wand as he's coming back to tell the king. No blood was shed, no men were lost, our kingdoms made peace. Very interesting, because both those cards were in your morning musing. Woo, King of Cups in the past for the masculine, 2 of Swords. Yes, a crossroads right now. Might be why this masculine's moving slowly in the future. Lovers, a choice to be made. Gemini energy of the Lovers card. Feminine, new beginning, baby. That was in the past, though. So that feels like the big offer from the last reading that I did for you. And I think this was the next card out. I'm hoping 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords reminds me from the morning musing, you got the Sanctuary card and I said 4 of Swords. It is about healing, yes, but it's kind of about seeking refuge and really becoming peaceful with your own energy, so you can kind of reflect on things and revisit and reassess and reevaluate, review, all the re's of Mercury retrograde, which we're in right now, but it's very kind of zen and meditative and healing. Love this for you. In the future, feminine is the star, Aquarian energy of the star. So that could be more healing. It could also be a wish granted. It could also just be keeping your hope alive. Hope, faith, and trust that the universe has your back and will grant your wish. We're going to see. All right, I need to be very careful. I had a mishap with Scorpio, and I split the deck, and then I shuffled that way, and it was so annoying. I think it happened there. Yeah, it happened for Scorpio. All right. Knight of Pentacles, please. Knight of Pentacles. By the way, that Two of Swords is the deep dive of the swan. And that star is the spider spirit. Moving slowly toward that happily ever after. Right? So masculine here being very responsible, predictable, reliable, dependable. All the ables. Sorry, I'm feeling a little weird today. 10 of Cups, yeah. It's got an energy to it in this reading that feels as if you've come a long way, baby. You've come a long way, baby. You deserve the fruits of your labor. Dear masculine, message of love or apology, either on offer or coming in. That was in your, all these cards were in your morning spread. Yes, with the feminine, this energy of the Queen of Cups underneath, someone who's like the keeper of your heart, dear masculine. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. That could be in the feminine's chart, but I feel the feminine is this Queen of Cups, heart wide open, the empath of the tarot. Very deep feeling, sensitive being, and here's the World card from this morning as well. Endings and new beginnings, coming full circle, as I said. So I feel this masculine, I'm feeling some of the energies from the morning musing are right here. And they were underneath in the morning musing. It went very long, by the way, longer than I like. They're supposed to be 10, 12 minutes. It was 17 minutes. And when I got to the end, all these cards started to come from underneath the deck, which is our psyche. It's what's brewing underneath, not in our field of vision, not something in our conscious awareness. And there were like 7 cards. Go watch that reading. It was pretty powerful. I couldn't stop. So now we have a King and Queen of Cups. That's good. King of Cups in the past. This masculine, therefore, could be a water sign, could be the Capricorn. It's up to you and your storyline. King of Cups knows they have been given this divine gift of a once-in-a-lifetime love. Ace of Cups, this is in the past, and now they're at a crossroads. I am feeling both of these cards are about choice. Both of them. The Gemini aspect of the Lovers. There's duality here, but there's also a choice that needs to be made when you see the Lovers card. Sometimes you choose just to come home to self, right? And to kind of bring your inner twin home. And other times it's choosing the union. So you'll have to see about that. But this Two of Swords is the deep dive. Going within right now, this masculine's present experience is, I got to really get clear. And the only way I can do that is to go within. So it is kind of quieting the noise. Notice that she's got this blindfold on, doesn't want to see, hear, nothing, no influences from the outside. Doing that deep dive in for the clarity and the truth of the situation, the meaning and the purpose of the decision that has to be made and how to proceed. So there's a lot wrapped up in that Two of Swords. And that's why this masculine is moving at a snail's pace. Because the payoff is big. 10 of Cups. There's a lot riding on it. You got to hedge that bet. I'm talking like I'm in Vegas. There's the 5 of Wands. There's the chaos, the conflict, some outside interference. What's it coming from? The masculine says, going inside to kind of get clear about that. Whoo, 7 of Wands on that 5 of Wands. There's defensiveness, resistance. What's on the bottom? Oh. I'm feeling that there's some kind of conflict brewing between divine counterparts. That makes sense. It's pretty evident. And this Seven of Wands could be a couple different things. It could be that this masculine is hesitating, Two of Swords, right at this crossroads, and either needs to stand up for themselves, is feeling a little defensive, perhaps, but underneath in their kind of psyche bubbling up under the surface is the desire to move toward love and to be just wide open, heart on their sleeve, nothing to hide. But right now they're defending against that because there's some conflict brewing. To me, or it's already in progress, to me that Five of Wands usually involves an outside source, something that's creating this disharmony, this lack of unity. Yeah, the Lover's card in the future. Wow. And the King of Cups. Oh, so I'm getting a definite, distinct feeling that this masculine is very in love. High vibration love, King of Cups. Again, I'm going to repeat Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in case that's important to you, but it's landing on this Gemini Lover's card. And this masculine is going to make the choice coming from their heart. They're not going to do it as King of Swords. They're not going to do it on the passion of the King of Wands. They're not going to do it, you know, all based on 3D energy like the King of Pentacles. They're going to do it from their heart. They're going to make this choice, right? Coming from their heart, not their head. Ugh, it's so nice. I don't even want to touch it. I'm not touching it. That's enough. That's all you need to know. Six of Wands for this feminine, showing up in this energy of reconciliation, finding the peace, making the peace, feeling that victory of having come through a pretty serious challenge. And there's your new beginning. Now we have it. It was in the past. This was the big offer from your last reading in January. That's what I'm seeing here. And now this feminine is moving toward it. Let's clear, not just clearing the air because that's a little more swordsy. This is about, we're going to make the peace. Make the peace, keep the peace, reconcile our differences, and take things to the next level. Ace of Pentacles. This is very interesting. New beginning. All right. So this Hermit was very prominent in your morning musing. It was the focus card. I feel the feminine is the guide. That's why a lot of the feminine is the guide here. This is Virgo energy in the Hermit, but the Hermit is about self-awareness, personal growth, right? Doing that inner work. It often requires one to retreat, to go within, talk about a deep dive. The Hermit is a deep dive, but I also feel that from the morning musing, the sanctuary card, right? Really going within and centering yourself. I see that here in the Hermit, and I feel like the feminine's emerging from this as the guide, lighting the path right there with the lantern. It's beautiful, and therefore can make peace and have this new beginning. Ace of Pentacles in the past. Now this could be whenever. This could be 2 weeks ago, like I did that reading. It could be years, decades. It could be yesterday. But I feel like this was something that's been in the works for a long time. A big offer that was coming in for the feminine. And moving forward victoriously with this new beginning. There's the clear the air card. The Knight of Swords. This is that speak your truth card too. Swift action, Chariot and the Knight of Swords, both victory cards in a way. They kind of move very fast. And with this big offer, this is something that was manifested by the feminine. And I'm seeing a hint toward that Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to take it because it almost feels like things were moving too fast. Things were moving too fast. Taking the connection to the next level might have been too fast for this masculine. That's what I'm feeling. And although feminine, you manifested this big offer or the trappings of a big offer, I don't think it came off. I think it kind of went very much more slowly than you expected. And that's the reason for the healing. Ooh. And the masculine totally meant well. I'm seeing that totally meant well. Came from their heart, could see the big picture of this beautiful love that you share that's been created by the divine. You've been brought together for this purpose. But they're really kind of still dealing with some other energy. That 5 of Wands is not great energy, and they're dealing with it. They really want to move toward love, though. I'm just going to say it because I'm seeing it. It didn't come out this morning, so this is a totally different kind of message that I'm getting to right this second. But I feel like you've been arguing over commitment. I feel you've been arguing over how committed you are to each other and where to take the connection. And that's been the source of conflict. Usually it's an outside source, but I'm not seeing that right here, right now. I'm seeing that 7 of Wands as standing your ground, masculine, and sort of really doing the deep dive and thinking, because what you want is this, you want the love with this divine feminine, and you will move in that direction, but I feel it's been a struggle between the two of you, and the feminine right now is kind of guiding the connection and spending a little time reflecting on all that's gone on. Sure, healing from that Tower moment. Tower was there this morning. Kapow. So it came out in the morning musing as what you could expect to come of the whole situation, and here it is right here, right now. So the Tower is occurring now for this feminine, and there's some, like a deep dive of inner work and reflection and healing taking place. And there's the communication, what you know, you got to kind of talk it through. I will take the Queen of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. So here's going to my darn point that I was just making. I feel this feminine's ready for life partnership. The Queen of Pentacles, yes, it can be the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign, but this is a feminine archetype of a life partner, someone who's ready to settle down, right? Grow some darn roots. And I feel that kind of blew up, or is blowing up right now, as this masculine pulls back to go within and do their own deep dive, and there's this conflict over where this connection is going, and the feminine's got one vision and the masculine's got another, and therefore it's going nowhere. And so I feel that's the blow up. I feel that is the but it's bringing in, the Tower's good, it's bringing in a lot of change. You're gonna have to communicate about it, and maybe this reading will help you understand better where the breakdown in communication is, because this is really causing the feminine some pain and heartache. But we see this beautiful star in the future, my beloved Capricorns. Yes, communication is key. Remember, it said honest communication is key. Speak your truth. I think it will be very helpful. Star in the future. And the Strength card. You'll help each other through it. That Strength card often represents an assist. These two are very connected to each other. They help each other overcome obstacles and get beyond the hurdles and the challenges. And I feel that the star is lighting the path for that. Keep hope, faith, and trust alive that the universe has your back, will grant your wish, and help you overcome this challenge. So we have Aquarius in the star, Leo in the Strength card. Really powerful ending here. Here you are, feminine. Got it. So staying in that energy of unconditional love, gathering up your strength, your courage, and your confidence to know you can overcome this challenge and this connection and get your wish granted. I love this. I love where this is going, because the morning musing was a little dicey, but I could see something on the horizon. It was all buried underneath the deck, and now it's all on top. Perfect. If this is speaking your story, I'm taking it to the extended. The link is below in the first or second sentence in the description box. I'll be there in a second. Otherwise, I'll see you in a future reading. What I'm going to do there is a 3-card pull, and I'm going to get very deep and detailed off this reading, what you should be focusing on, what you can encounter in terms of blocks, challenges, or the dynamic between you, and what you can do about it or expect to come of it. I'll clarify all that. Message from the masculine to the feminine, a message from the feminine to the masculine. What are you trying to tell each other at 5D? 1 card for you, Capricorn, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. We'll see what kind of advice your spiritual team has to offer. And then the outcome position is what may be on the path for you going forward. If timing's a factor, it would show up there. Wow, wow, wow. This has been great. I look forward to seeing you in the extended or in a future reading. Take care. Bye, Cap.